class of '03. This is a Honda VTX1800 motor trike. Look up motor trike. I've seen the company at Daytona every year for the last 20 years. I know the owner of the company. They build super high quality trike conversions. You can buy it in kit form, which is $9,850 for the kit. They'll ship it to you and you can install it yourself. Probably take you 30, 40 hours if you're confident in what you're doing. Or they sell complete conversions like this one. This was part of the Zahner collection. Harold Zahner had a collection of 43 motorcycles in Bakersfield, California. And this was the last bike he rode in his final years, and for obvious reason, as you get up there in years, I got a leg injury right now, my leg's throbbing, and this is the most comfortable bike in our fleet that I feel comfortable riding. I'm not even supposed to be riding motorcycles right now, and I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", and I got long legs, 34-inch inseam, and I love the setup on this bike, the highway pegs, and they're right by the floorboard, so you can sit like this or you can stretch out like this. I mean, look at the profile here. I'm 6'2", and I'm all stretched out like I'm on a lounge chair. This is the ultimate comfort. If you want to take your lady out for a ride on it, or even set it up, I was even thinking I could probably set this up, this backpack, put a custom top on it, and you can put a dog in there, or I have 2 cats, 2 Maine Coons. I was talking to Chrissy about how cool it would be to set this up for that, but 9,573 miles on it. It's virtually brand new, cosmetically, mechanically. I'll show you the undercarriage, everything once we get it parked. But take a close look here and you'll see this thing is absolutely loaded with the full motor trike accessory, all the accessories they offer, the Nerf bar, rear bumper, the custom exhaust with the cherry bomb muffler on it, painted gloss black. Some of the upgrades are the aluminum ultra wheels that you see on there with the big BF Goodrich radial TA tires on there. You'll never wear them out on this bike. It also has been upgraded to the Mustang saddle. Look at the saddle. This thing's like a throne more than a saddle. And look at the one for your wife back here. It's super comfy with a big backrest on there. It's like having a dresser as far as luggage capacity goes. It has a big trunk in the back here. Check this out. This trunk is lined with really thick carpeting, and it comes right out. And you can see everything's like brand new back here. It also has a 12-volt light back here, so you can see what's going on. And that's the air, where you put the air in for the suspension. Without a passenger, you run 20 pounds. With a passenger, you run 30. You can even get a hitch on the back of here and haul a 3-rail trailer with your dirt bikes on it, or a little camper. With an 1800 Honda V-twin, it can pull anything. Going to the front of the bike, you can see it's got the Cobra floorboards. It's got the highway pegs mounted on the crash bars. It's got the upgraded billet brake lever, a nice windshield on there. So, and of course, a matching mag wheel on the front. So, the actual conversion to buy one done like this would be, it's $98.50 plus installation, and with all the extras, it's over a $15,000 conversion to do this. I'd have to call Motor Trike and find out for sure, but I was on their website last night. It's $98.50 just for the kit, and then if you hired a shop to do it, you're looking at quite a bit of labor. And then, the Mustang saddle, the exhaust, it has the upgraded floorboards for your wife on the back here. These are really nice too. The upgraded Cobra floorboards on the front. It all adds up, man. So, if you have any questions about it, give us a call. We'll give you a quick riding demo on it. It's got a real nice exhaust though. These VTX1800s are notoriously reliable bikes. This one's like brand new, Southern California bell. It's from Bakersfield, California. got back from Florida, our lead tech, he went through, rinsed out the fuel tank, changed all the fluids in it, changed the engine oil, all the fluids in the entire bike, changed the front brake fluid, the rear brake fluid, changed the antifreeze, went through the whole thing top to bottom. Then I went down to detail shop. I was giving a full rotisserie detail from the bottom of the transaxle to the top of the bars. It was steam cleaned, hand washed. They polished, buffed the paint job, cleaned all the chrome, polished the aluminum. I mean, it really looks like a brand new motorcycle. Runs like a brand new motorcycle, sounds like a brand new motorcycle. It's a Honda, so it has that legendary reliability. And with under 10,000 miles, trust me, this VTX1800 ain't even broken in. It's got an upgraded horn on it. It's a BM horn. You see, it's got the big horn on the side here. And like I told you, look at the options for placement of your feet, man. Just the Cobra floorboards are massive. The Cobra shifter is much bigger than the stock one, as is the brake lever. This is a showpiece, guys. To build one of these today on a new motorcycle, you're looking at $35,000 on a new one. This one's like brand new. Your insurance, your taxes, your depreciation, all that are going to be a fraction of what we're going to do. And it's a classic VTX 1800. It doesn't get no better than this. The chrome on the bike, it's a Southern California belt. It's never been out in the rain. He had a Prevost bus as part of his assets that he used to travel the country, hauling his bikes in a small trailer. And this was in the steel building that the Prevost was in. Southern California is a very arid, dry. They don't have winters here like we have. They don't have salt on the roads. So this bike's really showing the life. This is what idling should be. Pistons the size of a 350 Chevy in it, and notorious reliability. Look at the forks you get on this. Harley Davidson, their forks can't compare to these 43 millimeter Showa forks. So that's very important when you put a trike together. You don't want to put on a bike with a spindly front end. This front end is rock solid. That's why Harold, who owned a shop called VTX Cycles, chose the V. He could have had any bike he wanted, right? So he chose the VTX 1800 because it's one of the best bikes in terms of trike, and he used motor trike, American made in America, by Americans, for Americans, and look at the fit and finish on this thing. It's world class. Absolute diamond. Electrically, it's a 10. Mechanically, it's a 10. Cosmetically, it's a 9.9. It's damn near close to a 10. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous. It's hard to believe this bike is 21 years old. The chrome, the fit and finish, the aluminum, just a spectacular piece. And like I said, it's loaded with every option you could get on it. The air ride suspension, custom exhaust, the floorboards, the factory, the crash bars, upgraded grips. Everything on the bike is absolutely freaking gorgeous. At the time of the VTX1800 release, it's held the title of the largest production V-twin engine made. And although it looks like a classic V-twin, it's thoroughly modern with a liquid cooling, electronic ignition, fuel injection, 5-speed engine, and 107 horsepower, which is far and above any production Harley Davidson from that time. In fact, today, the only Harley Davidson on the market that's got over 107 is the new CVO Road Glide, which is a $42,000 motorcycle. 107, it was ahead of its time for sure. So this is the VTX 1800C, or classic. It has a lot of chrome, and I can't think of a better color. It's a badass looking trike, black and chrome with aluminum wheels and the custom exhaust. It sounds cool. It rides freaking amazing. It's like floating on air. Well, it is air ride suspension. That big comfy Mustang saddle, lightweight aluminum ultra mag wheels, BF Goodrich tires. It's a freaking diamond. 107 horsepower, but 120 foot-pound of torque, which is outrageous. This thing's like a giant stump-pulling monster of an engine. 5-speed transmission, has shaft drive, no messy chain to deal with. Those forks are 45 millimeter inverted front forks, which are massive. The new ones they have on the new Harley, I think, are 43 millimeter. Dual 296 millimeter discs with 3 piston calipers, massive disc brakes. I can't think of a better platform. Plus a 5.3 gallon gas tank to build a Trike on. So, like I said, Harold knew his stuff, and this bike is an example of someone who really knows their shit, that wants something and does it right. Buys the best Trike conversion, the best wheels, the best exhaust and floorboards, and all the best components you can. Even the windshield line. Look at the windshield; it's like freaking perfect height. And this was stored indoors, Southern Belle, Southern California. Look at how clean and clear. This is called a switchblade. The windshield. It looks like it just came out of the box. It's super clean and nice. And it's a quick detached windshield that can easily be removed if you want to take it out in the wind. Light looks like something you'd see on a train. It's just timeless classic VTX 1800. Even the tank badges on it, they look super badass. Black and chrome. And it's got the best of everything. It's an absolute Cadillac of trikes. If you're interested in buying this, give us a call. My son Kenny Jr. handles all the sales. He's at 860-454-7024. We can ship this anywhere in the country for you. We can also finance it here through Freedom Road, and we do take trades. Just to give you an idea of the guy we're dealing with, the guy who owned this bike, let me show you this. Now, he owned B&H Cycles, one of the largest independent shops in Bakersfield, Southern California. This is his 28 JD, which runs perfectly. This is his 42 XA. They only released 500 or so of these to the public. It's a 1-year only model. This is his 46 knucklehead. Look at the thing. He's got the 57 pan lasher, the hardtail, 59 dual glide, second gear, the swing arm suspension, pan head, and the king of the highway shovel head. All these bikes are in showroom condition. This is at 3,000 miles on it. This shovel head right here is a high performance street racer. It's got a SNS engine in it, high performance little rocket ship. He's got a Sturgis 80 cubic inch 1340, very rare. This 85, and then he's got the 93 Cowglide he bought for his grandson with 7.9 miles when it rolled in here. It's got 8.2 just going from the shop down to the museum here. All his bikes are on display here, not all of them. So these are some of the 43 bikes that came from this collection. We're on the second floor of the New England Motorcycle Museum in Rockville, Connecticut. If you want to come check out that, hundreds of other motorcycles, including we have a new gas dealership. Buell, we sell the new Buells, Stark, and a lineup of electric bikes too. Come check it out. We're at 200 West Main Street, Rockville, Connecticut. The museum is supported 100% from the sales of motorcycles, both new and restored classics. We're the #1 reseller of classic motorcycles in the United States today, and for good reason. That we thoroughly test the motorcycles. They're put through a full inspection by licensed techs, and the guys who work in our service department, like Jeff Castine, the guy that worked on this, he's 65 years old. He's been spinning wrenches since he was 15, had his own shop for 30 years. So world-class techs working on the bikes here. I'm gonna be 60 next year, so I've seen it all, but I haven't seen many trikes like this, not this nice. They're like hen's teeth. Find one this nice and clean. Good luck finding a nicer one. If you have any questions, call us right here in Rockland, Connecticut. Rest in peace, Harold Zahner. So the only reason these came over sales, he passed away, and his son was having some medical issues and needed to sell the collection. So here it is, ready for a new home. It's basically like a brand new trike. Thanks for watching. God bless America. For the sake of full disclosure, as gorgeous as this bike looks, I didn't give it 100 points for cosmetics because, well, it's 20-something years old. So although the paint shines like brand new, if you look closely, you can't really see them unless you look for them. But there's a couple little scratches in the paint, tiny scratches that could be wet sanded and buffed professionally, and or if you wanted to have a good body shop touch that up. But this is all the original. This looks great, and I don't see any issues on this side at all. One little tiny, barely visible nick right there. There's a tiny little scratch from his knee or something right there. But like I said, these are invisible to the human eye. As you look at the bike, you gotta kind of look for it. But I always like to. That's how we have 100% positive feedback. We always disclose on this rear fender right here. There's a tiny little hairline scratch that, again, we didn't try to wet sand or buff this out or anything. They just waxed, Carnauba paste waxed and new coated it. So it was a polymer wax we used. But the thing's a freaking diamond. It's for a 2003. You're not gonna find a nicer one. But yeah, it's a 10. God bless.